something completely different.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic! Oh, Wendy does. Oh, yeah. Let's hear what the hell is going on with Wendy Williams. All right, now.
Hey everybody, it's Harvey Levin from TMZ.
We know who you are.
I just spent an hour and a half on the phone with Wendy Williams. And I can tell you that the Wendy Williams I spoke to today is the same Wendy Williams that I knew 10 years ago. There was no difference.
A part of me wonders if she's being exploited, which would make sense because she used to exploit people.
She was lucid. She was articulate. She was with it. And she...
Well, because she has early dementia.
She was opinionated. I'm not going to get into the specifics because it was an off-the-record conversation. But she wants me to give my evaluation of what I heard.
Yeah.
Charlemagne the God was on the phone call as well.
What did Charlemagne say?
And my impressions were precisely what Charlemagne has already said.
Yeah.
That Wendy Williams seemed like she could have done her radio show today.
Yeah, because I feel like they go back and forth when you have dementia.
There was no lapse in her judgment. There was no hesitation in what she was saying. And I'm not a doctor, but I am alarmed that Wendy Williams has had her freedom taken away from her. And I don't understand exactly why. Wendy doesn't have access to a cell phone in the sense that people cannot call her. If a call is made, it has to be from her out. She doesn't have a laptop. She can't come and go, according to her. And that makes sense because we really haven't seen her out with the exception of her son's graduation. And I have a strong opinion about what may have happened here.
What is it, Harvey?
Because Wendy has struggled over the years with some substance abuse, and especially after her divorce. And it's pretty clear from the recent documentary where you see a vodka bottle next to her that Wendy was off the wagon. And Wendy is a substance abuser, but she was clearly clean. When I spoke with her, I know Charlemagne has talked to her numerous times, or at least several times in the past, and he had the same impression. And aside from the various pills that they are giving her there, whatever it is, she seems fine. And when the people in this guardianship she's under say that she is permanently disabled, and
she might be in the future, but definitely not right now.
Essentially non-functional. Mm-hmm. I heard the opposite.
Yeah.
I heard somebody who seemed with
She's probably like, hey, Harvey, can you make me look good?
it, competent. It wasn't even close to the line. It wasn't even close to the line. There is something that needs to be addressed here.
Oh, geez.
The file for this guardianship is sealed in New York. We can't see it. I know they say she has frontal temporal dementia, and she may or may not. But whatever it is,
she's okay right now is, I think, the point.
it doesn't seem it's advanced enough, at least from my ear. And I admit I am not a doctor.
We know.
But I
You just play one on TV.
can listen to people, and especially in an hour and a half phone call, I didn't hear an iota of that, of any permanent disability or somebody who was unable to function.
Oh, sure.
So it seems to me that this needs to be addressed.
All right, and it will be.
There's more breaking legal news today.
Wendy, are you incapacitated?
Hell no.
Wendy Williams.
She is still spicy.
Incapacitated?
Hell no.
There's that little beta male Tom Lemon.
Wendy Williams breaks down in a new interview, speaking out against her court-ordered guardianship.
My life is like up. Look,
I don't know why. Like, I like the Breakfast Club. I've interviewed Charlamagne. I've hung out with Charlamagne. He's a good dude. But I feel like that interview didn't really actually help out Wendy.
this is what is called emotional abuse.
Yeah,
Wendy, who was last seen in public in December at her son's graduation,
that was cool that she got to go to that.
is currently in a New York care facility. She called in to both The Breakfast Club and The Don Lemon Show.
We know.
I only have like $15. You know, this guardian person is keeping my money trapped, so to speak.
Guardianships are kind of suspicious.
The former talk show host was admitted last year after her guardian claimed in court papers that dementia had left her cognitively impaired and permanently incapacitated.
Wendy, would you want to go to the Oscars? What's Oscars?
I am not
Yeah, that wasn't great.
cognitively impaired, you know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison.
Wendy says she lives in a small room with one window and has no internet access and can occasionally make calls but not receive them.
I would freak out if I didn't have internet.
Look, I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner right here on the bed, all right? I watch TV,
Yeah.
I listen to radio,
sure.
I look at the window. For the last 3 years, I've spent my birthday by myself.
As for her medication,
There are 7 pills. I have no idea what is this pill doing.
Yeah.
while some question if Wendy is lucid, she was perfectly clear when it came to one topic.
Diddy.
Diddy will go to prison for life, people. You don't know things that I knew about Diddy back in the day.
Okay.
The mogul has denied any wrongdoing, but Wendy is feeling vindicated. She claims that speculating on air about his personal life cost her an early job in radio.
It is about time. Diddy done.
Dun, dun, dun. That was kind of cool how that went. 856-49 Hoppe. And then here is Wendy's guardian.
Wendy Williams is saying she is a prisoner. She wants out of this guardianship.
Right, and the guardianship, or the attorney for the guardianship,
Yeah.
says those interviews that you heard Wendy doing yesterday
Yeah.
are not representative of what she is really going through.
That's the thing. Is she's putting up a front.
We talked about the fact that she sounded really lucid, seemed fine, did not sound incapacitated in any way, and we will,
We'll play a little bit in a minute, but the Guardian clearly
Guardian
heard
says-
that.
yes.
Guardian heard that.
A lot of people did. The Breakfast Club's one of the biggest radio shows on the planet. Of course she's going to hear it.
and,
the
heard what the public was saying, because everyone said when they heard, like, wait,
She
Wendy
seems
sounds
okay.
fine, and the hashtag Free Wendy was trending yesterday as a result.
Here's the new Free Britney.
But Roberta Kaplan, the attorney for the guardianship, told us that despite all that, Wendy Williams suffers from frontal lobe dementia, a degenerative brain disease that has no cure. As a result, a state court found her to be legally incapacitated, meaning that she is not capable of making legal and financial decisions.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can put up a front. I feel like you get kind of adrenaline when you're up there.
On her own. Unfortunately, because of her diagnosis, Wendy's condition will only get worse with time, and she will require care for the rest of her life.
Now, juxtapose that with what she said and how she sounded on Charlamagne's show in The Breakfast Club yesterday.
I am not cognitively impaired, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying?
She does sound kind of normal. It's weird.
I'm in this place where the people are in their 90s and their 80s. Like,
Well, you are getting up there.
I'm exhausted.
All right, I can't play this because they're playing 21 Questions in the background. But we all heard the audio. Oh, Andy. Really funny how it played out. Kind of funny. You exploited everybody. Used to out people for being gay before it was acceptable. But now we're supposed to feel bad for you. I don't necessarily believe in karma. But if you were to look at a case of karma, you would go, this is the case. You can't just treat people badly and expect people to, root for you. Besides your buddy Harvey Levin. You can say whatever the hell you want about Wendy. But this is a catchy song. Used to come home from John Hersey High School and Miss Beyond. Oh, sure. A real party song. Oh, she did. Got it. Not so good.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.